What's up, guys? It's Stuck on Pandora. It's your boy. Hump the like button. Go ahead and finger throttle that sub button. Been a while. We're on that time since last stream counter still. April was the last stream, and it's nearly April here in real life. Grandma's back home. A brief run through on where the stream's been. Homeschooled the kids, 21. Winter of 21. Worked 2 jobs over that summer. Come this winter, I was still working 1 job, which was for my brother-in-law. Grandma had 2 strokes. Been taking care of her for the last 3 months. She's home now. Still taking care of her a lot. Still planning on being back to the stream in 2 weeks. Can't quite return yet. She's still, you know, getting used to things again. But I do really appreciate those of you that are still out there. I know Tyrell, you're one. Wilso, K. Waffley, a lot of you. And I do. Ashton, Show the Reaper, do really, truly appreciate you. Justin, I know you guys are out there, and it means a lot. So let's get to this playthrough. Let's talk about this playthrough. It's Tiny Tina Wonderlands. Gearbox is the last studio I will still pre-order from. They're it. If this game sucks, I'm done pre-ordering altogether. I was the only person in my small town of 25 million. Make that 25,000. Who ordered the pre-sequel. Yes, I'm one of those people. Big Borderlands fan, as many of you know. I got the nephew with me, who I'm going to introduce now. Go ahead, Ducker, introduce yourself.
Hello.
So it's going to be our co-op playthrough. It's not going to be fancy. It's not going to be completionist. It's not going to be anything over the top. We've already skipped the tutorial, in fact, and kind of tried to get right into the meat of the game. We just want to do
plan on having fun.
The story from beginning to end. We want to see the story. We probably won't even do all the side quests. And we want to do it, if we can, over the course of this Saturday. Now, yesterday, because, you know, it's modern games. Let's get into the gameplay, by the way. Of course, the game didn't work because it relies on a third-party server to function. So we lost all of yesterday. And then Grandma had a tough morning, had some angina, ended up not getting very much sleep. So we're, just about 24 hours behind. And we had planned on beating this weekend. So we do have until tonight, probably until 11 or midnight. So if we go hard, we gotta eat dinner and stuff. We think we can. And Grandma stays okay, which she's good now. She's playing solitaire and hanging out. We think we can get a solid 12 hours in, maybe. And then we'll have a little bit of time tomorrow if we wake up early again. So maybe we can beat it, because I've heard it's shorter than Borderlands 3. Thank God. I already like the story more, which is not a huge high bar for against Borderlands 3. So I got back into playing Borderlands 3 the last 2 days before this came out, when I made that final decision to be like, all right, I'm going to pre-order. Still a huge Gearbox fan, and I had a ton of fun playing Borderlands 3. A ton of fun. I was on my Zane, I was running the Trial of Carnage and making it a true trial and using a clone build. And I'm like, you know what? For all Borderlands 3's problems, I still think they did a good job. And we'll have a capstone on that eventually. I have gone Graveborn. Tucker, you go ahead and describe your build and what you're going for.
I am the Berserk.
Okay.
And my guys all around frost damage and melee.
So far, he's been doing better than me. I've been going down a lot. But I really love the idea of a Necromancer and how close this is to being a build your own class thing. I am planning on going Stabomancer because I think that they're the crit specialist. But I'm enjoying, at the very least, the animations for the Graveborn. I think that the level design is really good so far. And Tucker, what was the thing that you... Oh, whoops. What was the thing that you had decided that you really enjoy about this so far?
That has that it has actual melee weapons.
And what's your wish in that? You were telling me a little bit about that last night. This is also... So, melee for him is the biggest pro. He loves that there's melee weapons. He loves the fantasy setting. But what's the biggest con?
I think the biggest con is that they don't have just pure medieval... at least.
You were talking too that you wanted to like actually equip the melee weapons and be able to change between them.
Yeah.
Did we lose a ping when we go classic settings? There is no ping under the classic settings. Is there not another button we could throw in there? Melee, strafe, I guess that makes sense. Cast spell, action skill, fire weapon, aim. This might seem bad, but we spent a good, what, 2 hours, Tucker? Troubleshooting. Yeah, so it's, you know.
All because of shift.
All because of shift. Ping target. There's got to be a button on here I can use. Whatever. There isn't that I can think of off the top of my head. So,
Oh,
Tucker, come up here. There's a chest.
Okay.
Ooh, restore health via damage. That seems perfect for the Graveborn. We were playing split screen last night, and I want to say that it was actually running really well. And a reminder, the stream should be set to return. I think probably the first week of April. It just depends on how Grandma does. Today she had a really bad morning, but then after she got like a nap in and got her meds in her and got the heart calmed down, she actually went and like did therapy with me and stuff. So I think we can figure it out one way or another. We both want to be back. Tucker, did you go to that chest?
Yeah, I got it. I got something. Look.
Wait, did you find? Oh, whoa. So I'm really liking Wonderlands so far, but I also liked the pre-sequel. To be fair, though, I went back. Oh, so is the plate armor and all these things? What are these? Oh, you actually do equip armor now. Vestment of blasting. That's not just your ward, right? Yeah. Oh, they did add armor. Oh, okay, cool. You notice this, Tucker?
Yeah, and they give you buffs.
Oh, okay, good. I've heard some people complain the UI is confusing. I've not been confused by it yet, but we're still very early game. Order pre-sequel. What was I talking about before pre-ordering pre-sequel? Was I just talking? Ooh, purple. Oh, got a purple sword up here, man. UI is supposed to be confusing. Level design, I wanted to compliment that. I played the pre-sequel a little bit too before I pre-ordered Wonderlands. And even though I've always been a defender of the pre-sequel and still feel like they told one of their best stories in that, which was, you know, Anthony Birch, I'll admit. And I think that they had some of the best Vault Hunter design ever. It has so many problems when you get right down to it. Respawning bosses and enemies being the big one that's very hard to farm. Oh, I see one of the UI problems. It says Tucker's dead right now when he's clearly alive. But pre-sequel, to play it again right before Wonderlands came out, after playing Borderlands 3 for like 1,000 hours, we've actually put a considerable amount of time into Borderlands 3. I was looking at my time log for that. And even though we're not actually close to being content-wise done with Borderlands 3, though we are for a little while, put a lot of hours in. And after playing 3, pre-sequel sucks because it's old. Like when you go to ADS, see that little animation that makes it seem smooth and you can kind of like pull in and then pull out like you can in Destiny where you have full control over it. In pre-sequel, when you press the ADS button, it just reticle. The reticle just pops up in front of your face like playing Morrowind back in the day. There's all kinds of little like rinky-dink like stuff like that. Also, the level design in pre-sequel was way worse than I remember. I just wanted to kill stuff. I was tired. It's been...
I spent like half an hour trying to navigate the map to try and find it where I'm supposed to go.
In pre-sequel?
But that's what I remember.
Yeah, it's tough, right? I was on the Hyperion moonbase and I just could not figure out how to get to this waypoint because they don't have the 3D map that they have now, which is another thing. Everybody kind of knows that Borderlands 3 is like Borderlands 2, the optimization patch. But pre-sequel is got some cool stuff going for it, right? The lasers, the slam, introduction to the slam, great. Vault Hunters. Hey, there's gear over here, Tucker.
Where is it?
Been so long since I did commentary, it's giving me the hiccups. What's that mean? Well, I can't ping because I'm on classic settings. Because I played Borderlands 2, Tucker, and in Borderlands 2 you had to slag everything. And I was on Xbox 360, so left on the D-pad was my slag, and all my other elements were mapped. I can't not play it. Oh, are you no longer move slow like this? Oh yeah, you still move slow. Now, pre-sequel doesn't control well in the maps. They're either really big and sprawling, and you can't get around them fast enough, or the waypoint says it's right in front of your face, but it's actually like 2 levels up, and there's nothing obvious to get you there. People fire and forget. Oh, so there's spells that have different kinds of casts?
Maybe.
That's what it... Well, one said fire and forget, so some of them must be charge. My goal for today for Tucker and me, if we're gonna beat this in a... Well, we just gotta get as far as we can, but we're just gonna like hit check marks. Let's hit level 10. I think that the episodes are probably gonna be... What do you think, Tucker? Name a good episode length.
I think maybe...
You want to go an hour per episode? You want to go an hour per episode, or you want to go 30 minutes?
I think 30 minutes would be better.
30 minutes, okay. Well, we'll also kind of make that decision based upon what we're doing, kind of like State of Decay. State of Decay is very easy to make episodes for, because there's always kind of a... We've played the game so much that we always sort of know the next mission. I see they... Oh, no. It's just the crossbow attachment, which seems to be on a lot of guns. That's another sniper, though. Black powder. So black powder is basically Jacobs. Is that right?
I think so.
Now, what's Jacobs special for, Tucker?
Jacobs is... Almost all Jacobs weapons are semi-automatic.
Please write that down. I wish we were streaming right now. We'd make that a clip and we'd quote it. It's a good guess. Doll has... So Doll weapons are always either burst fire or full auto. They always have the switch. Jacobs weapons, one, they're made out of wood, which is... If you remember in Borderlands 1, you played that a little bit. They sell for a lot of money because wood is not native. There's no trees on Pandora. So Jacobs weapons sell for a ton because they have...
like luxury weapons?
Yeah, they have like wood barrels and wood stocks, or not barrels, but stocks and butts. And also they're single fire critical weapons. They're marksman style weapons. That's what they're known for.
Almost all of them are snipers.
And hand cannons, and they make shotguns. They make, I think, everything but probably SMGs. And you always see wood, and they always specialize in crit damage. They're definitely
It's
my
like
favorite
no matter
manufacturer.
where you hit an enemy, it's always a crit or something.
No, you still have to hit crits. It's just when you do hit crits with Jacobs. The saying is, if it took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jacobs. There's one of the ads in Borderlands 1 that I really enjoy where it's like, you ever just get mad? You ever just want vengeance? You ever just grab the cold steel flint of a Jacobs? Feel it in your hand. Press down on the hair trigger. Bam! The man goes down with a single shot. His brains on the ground. Jacobs, a family company.
Pre-order one today.
Yeah. I completely butchered how it works, but the punchline is still the same. Like, he goes through this whole thing where every single step-by-step detail about how he, like, killed this bandit and blew his brains out in one shot. And then it's like, Jacobs, a family company. It's great. There's,
amazing.
On YouTube, because they used to have, like, all these ads. I think that's what they did with the old vending machines, is they would run ads.
I think we went the wrong way.
Oh, probably. You better guide me.
Oh, wait, no. This is a catapult we need to
Yeah, but we
take out,
didn't
don't
put
we?
the C4 down. I think that the problem is, Tucker, because you and I played on co-op last night, we actually advanced the story, and we're, like, way back. Something good about the Wonderlands, from what I've heard, is that...
Oh, wait. You have to jump in here.
Enemies respawn. Oh, okay. I'm gonna kill these guys first. Enemies just respawn on a timer. They have yet to bring to us generating bosses without load and save, which just needs to be a thing at this point, because it's kind of a thing in Borderlands 3 a little bit. I know. I'm talking.
Sorry.
What shall I meet death out with next?
It's kind of a thing in Borderlands 3, and of course for console players and PC players, damn it, just anybody who... They've already made farming efficient by making it to where you just, like, load in. Are you yelling at me for gear, or yelling at me because I gotta get in this thing?
Hey, hold on, wait. I'll show you.
I shoot the thingy, right?
On.
Alright.
I need to get in.
I'm gonna have to get a tissue. But, yeah, they've already kind of done it. So they might as well finish the thing with one of the, basically the Claptrap DLC. All the bosses in the Claptrap DLC, and there's one in the Cthulhu DLC. I'm thinking that the game volume is probably pretty high. I'm gonna lower that down some. I think it might be louder than we are, which is weird. Maybe it's really quiet. I did check the audio levels last night, but now it's the next day and I'm not gonna test it. Now, if any of you watch the State of Decay 2 playthroughs, you'll remember that the clearing of the throat was 90% of the commentary. There was clearing the throat and the occasional, I missed that jump back there, as we like to say.
So many colors.
Lots of skellies. It's less obnoxious than Battleborn and Borderlands 3, though. Battleborn was the worst. They toned it down slightly with Borderlands 3, but it was still just too much. gun damage, of course, and this one, thank God, it's slightly less color confetti to where you can't see anything. I still want Borderlands to be a shooter. That's what I remember about Borderlands 1 in particular, is it still was a shooter. Borderlands 2 was like exactly that good mix of shooter skill and build, and Borderlands 3 at the end, even though it's the best one they've made as far as shooting and controls,
strayed the furthest.
Strayed the furthest from being just a pure shooter. Yeah, it was all about the build in the end. 4-shot shotgun. I'll try it out.
What happened?
I don't know. I think he's dead.
There's a vendor over there.
Is this a shotgun? Oh, this is an AR with a 3x4. So this
How'd
is
you
a
get up there?
sniper. Mantled. Wait, do I have 2 guns or 3 guns? I have 3 guns. No, I only have the 1 and 2. Ah, damn. I'll grab it.
What'd you mantle off of to get up here, though?
Mister, I'm the best at platforming games. Come
Yes.
on, man. Look at the cryptic castling keep. You asked me a good question, Tucker, and I said save it for when we're... Oh, by the way, Tucker discovered this, and it's pretty darn cool. Like, they're drawing a ton of guys on screen, but look, if you shoot them... Oh, you're not going to get to see the finishing touch there, but yeah, they go down. Shoot some, Tucker, and I'll look in on them.
There we go, look. I shot someone. A few seconds later, they dropped dead.
Is it from your guns or from the fight with the Skelly-mans?
I think it's from our gun.
Well, we can at least pretend. I need one of those stupid-looking neck pillows on this gaming chair. I'm never buying a gaming chair again, and never buy a gaming chair. If you're gonna get into this business, buy an ergonomic office chair. My neck has been a mess the last month. I blame this goddamn chair. Not the fact that I'm lifting a 150-pound woman in and out of bed. I'm messing with my settings. That's why the gameplay sucks. Alright. I thought they got rid of the whole when you're frozen, you can't slide thing. Okay, level up. Alright, I was telling Tucker last night, as a Borderlands pro tip that's mostly useless, you do 10% more damage right after you level. Oh shit, I'm down, T.
Okay.
I think I can get up. Maximum word capacity, spell damage, mana core. Sure, why not? Rattling chains. Ooh, something that's actually good against shields.
Got him!
I don't know. This AR with the 3.4 is really good. Oh, here we go. Area damage and gun damage for sure. Oh, here we go. What is this? Spell? Restores, sure.
What's going on?
I found a special spell. It actually has a different cast. While you killed stuff. Self-cast. Casts around the owner. Sends a second burst of energy through the fissure. Sending another shock damage through the original damage area and branching out towards nearby enemies. On the topic of the unfinished sentence on episode length, we'll start going via the plot and the field soon enough. But for now, we got these blues, but hey, it's early game and this stuff I feel like is just rolled better. So these greens are... Are you gonna set the fuse off?
Fantasy 4.
Fantasy 4.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Why does Paladin Mike look so damn weird?
I have no...
And what is Fantasy 4?
Fantasy 4?
Yeah, it's not what you said. It's Fantasy 4.
Yeah, that's what they called it. They called it Fantasy 4.
What you? Oh, okay, I get you. I was kind of, sometimes I'm kind of slow on the old punch there. There's a lot of RAM taken up anymore. Already known.
Why does Paladin look like a guy, except he has the voice of a girl?
Because it's the year 2022 and it's Gearbox. We can't say anything more about that, or are you off here?
And because it's bunkers and...
Oh yeah, it's true. Be anything you want to be, damn it. I already knew this one, so it's yours. rest of these got to be marked as junk, which I kind of wish wasn't. It's easy enough. Is there a Marco? Like a Marco, I still wish you could pick. Ooh. I gotta try out the white Jacob shotgun. What's gonna be the? What was the Stagecoach? I believe was the really, really good Jacob's shotgun. Early game. Oh, here's another one. Says times 30. I haven't loved the shotgun so far though. Boilermaker. I had one that was kind of like a magical blunderbuss, and it was a total bust.
I had one that was a blunderbuss, and it was a total bust.
It was a bust though. The thing was hard to use. So you've been killing everything. I'll blame the shotgun. Class feat unlocked. You've unlocked your class feat. It's a powerful, always-on passive ability that comes to the class. No points needed to spend to purchase it. Each class
you have a
character can
head.
Potentially.
You have a floating head next to you.
Whoa, dude! It's a demi-lynch. Or demi-lich. Hell yeah.
How do I... What's mine?
I don't know. You don't have a companion.
Oh, Rage of the Ancient. On action skill start, a Fate Maker becomes enraged. While enraged, they deal bonus frost damage for a duration. Age duration will not deplete while an action skill is active and ends at the Fate Maker enters Savior's Soul. Activating an action skill when already enraged restores a portion of the enraged timer. Okay, so whenever I use an ability, I'll become enraged.
So you have spin to win. You can constantly spam out your Berserker. They're still freaking reading. What was that name of the character in Battleborn? Wrath? Pretty sure that's right. Wrath. You're Wrath from Battleborn. Do you remember Wrath, Tucker?
I think is he the guy who had red eyes and had that sword?
Yeah. And he was infamous for spin to win, which was super, super broken.
So what did you do in Spin to Win?
It was just his ult. He would do exactly what your Berserker does. Just spin really, really fast. Ambusher's boiled leather of the Fiend's swiftness. Stabomancer power. Oh, here you go, Tucker. Oh, so they kind of shoehorn you a little bit then. Pigeon horn, whatever you want to call it. Stabomancer and Spore Warden. Like they're wanting you to combo those two in particular for this build. We have yet to discover how you reroll too, or how you respec your character. Berserker and Stabomancer. That's kind of a problem. Because I planned on going Stabomancer and Grave Guy. What was going to be your second class, Tucker?
I didn't really think of a second class.
But you get a second class. I think it's at like level 12. But I've heard that Spore Warden is super, super powerful.
Wasn't he like a necromancer?
Spore Warden, I think, he spawns mushrooms. And he has like crazy healing and crazy poison. This is all stuff that they have to bring into the next few Borderlands, though. And we just need to build your own Vault Hunter at this point. Especially, you could have had build your own Vault Hunter in Borderlands 3 because the main Vault Hunters are not the leads. Lilith is the lead. This girl is on fire! And
I still didn't understand that last ending.
it was, to me, like the cringiest. Too many streamers fake crying, alright? Too many fake reactions for views. If you felt genuinely in that moment, okay, good. God bless you. I'm glad it resonated with you. But I think a lot of people acted like, hey, you can spin on that. Tucker, if you get on the D20 when you discover it, you'll spin like crazy. I just got off the right. I shouldn't have. So much crap. You'll see when we find another one. All right, which direction?
Oh, I think I can pet your wisp. Hold on. Wait.
It's not a wisp. It's a lich. The demi-lich. See, he's friendly.
I think kids make 'em up just to be creepy.
I'm just gonna keep on accidentally calling him wisp. Oh, I got a turret.
You got a turret? I got a turret. You get a turret. We get a turret. We all get a turret. I mean, this is already better than Borderlands 3 story. But at least there's actually action set pieces. And I'm not hearing this girl's on fire. And I'm down, because that's just how this is going. I'm crawling down. Tucker, you're going to have to help me. I'd rather use the turret. Thanks. These town guards and Paladin Mike are literally just looking at us. Oh, I think they were going for the revive. I forgot they made that a thing.
Ow!
Wait, is there guys up here?
No, it's these rock trolls that are hopping boulders at us.
Oh. I hope they can spawn a lot of enemies at once, though. I mean, we saw those guys running earlier, but I want to see actual enemies, like, spawning out like crazy. Do you need help? Are you up? Oh.
I did it.
That 100% does not count as commentary, but it was a good attempt. Where's the people? All right. Oh, there we go. Who's doing it? Paladin Mike? He's running from me. Town guard. Sir, madam, I implore you to stop. AR's good, man, especially for low level. Trying to switch to my other weapon. Do I not have another weapon equipped? I don't. I sold it. Oh, whoops. Whoops.
If there's a check mark next to it, that means you own it. Or that means it's equipped.
I gotta go back and buy my shotgun back, so I'm gonna try that thing out. You still can't open the menu while sliding. I've heard there's about 15 different damage glitches going around right now, so it's another reason we want to try to bum rush this game. We might just bum rush the main story, to be honest with you, as long as we can keep up.
Honestly, I didn't quite believe it. But you fight like something out of a legend.
There we go.
Oh, you are a
I'm sure it's terrible, but White's Jacob shotguns have never let me down. Oh, excuse me, Boilermaker.
some undead that made it into the city. Bloody gates are closed.
Oh, it's
Give me a moment, I'll get us in.
a 2-pump chump.
Better hurry if you're gonna stop me and save the world. I can only drag my feet destroying Brighthoof for so
I
long.
believe it's Will Arnett as the Dragon Lord. So far, he's been really good.
Batman.
Alden Mike still, whatever the hell that is.
Batman.
It's nice to actually be the hero for once and not like be in the background in the cutscenes and not able to do anything. And actually working at the story that feels like we're a part. Well, that was a big swing and a miss, and let's just forget that ever happened.
What happened?
Nothing. It never happened. Every shot I've hit, and it's been a perfect critical. I've not been going down once, and I've been out killing you 10-1.
Oh shoot, what's going on?
Okay, well, white shotgun is a white shotgun.
Did it not do what you expected?
I mean, it's fine, but it's not good. Oh yeah, I can hold it. I'm sitting here pressing the button like an idiot. Spell! Cast the damn spell, please.
Ooh, they deteriorated.
You should be able to, like, where you slice should affect their body. So when you slice the legs, it should knock them down. Little details.
We
Which usually they're pretty good at. They were good at in Borderlands 3, but this being their first go. It's not even their first go at Melee. They had Melee in Battleborn. So they should have some practice.
experience.
Yeah. Where are we heading?
We need to head this way.
Magically revisit areas. Oh, we need to go through that gate over there?
Yeah,
Which is to the, what? North?
right hoof.
Where the hell are you?
Look at the map.
Who am I? Why am I here?
Turn around.
Ah, yes. The build.
Yeah, keep on heading straight. There you go.
The guild. Hooray! We got to Brighthoof. I want to live in Brighthoof. Look how nice that is.
Rainbow Castle.
Hey, what was that question you asked me yesterday? We were gonna build our whole this whole episode based on that question.
Now that's the good stuff.
I should have wrote it down. It was something about Borderlands, though.
Skellymans are eating people's feet. It's soup's depresh.
This is super fresh. Come on, we have to clear the city.
Look at our progress. See, we're gonna speedrun this in one day. We try to we try to remember what we were going to talk about, and the day stretches, and I can't even. I can't. Tucker did fine. Find my way to Brighthoof. But hey, under my social, I should have skeleton keys. Gameplay.
True loathing, like an
Where's the mail? New content available. New content available. Let's say we should have like everything, damn it, because I pre-ordered the super duper.
There's enemy dragons now.
I pre-ordered the super duper, and I ain't been paid in a while. So shit, that is fan loyalty. And holy shit,
What?
I got me a legendary
What is it?
pre-order bonus shit. Tucker's in 6th grade now, so we just cuss casually because, you know, 6th grade, every other word's shit or darn. 20%, I hate you too. Plus 20% spell damage, minus 10 cooldown, restores health via damage. Once I'm totally at leveled, I'll give you the stuff and you can equip it. But just when it's useless to you. Actually, Tucker, you should have it too. Press start, go to social, and go to mail.
Hold on. Oh wow, that's creative.
What?
If you freeze something that's in the air, when it freezes, it can't fly anymore,
Oh.
so it just slams into the ground and smashes into bits and pieces.
Oh, nice. Tucker, did you see that spell?
What spell was it?
I'll tell you when the cooldown's done, and then watch this spell. It's a legendary spell.
And look at all this health.
Okay, watch this. Look. See it? See the skull?
Hello.
Hello. See if we can shoot it and blow it up. No, but it's still cool.
What does it do?
It finds an enemy and sucks their soul out.
Does it give the health to you?
Where was all this in Borderlands 3? I know this was 100% going to be Gearbox's 4th DLC for Borderlands 3, and they're like, you know what? Let's do a Halo 3 ODST. But so far, it's better than Halo ODST. To be fair, though, I am a unashamed Halo ODST fan, even though it's so short. I think it's a pretty cool game for what they tried to do with it. Even though it was not worth $60, and they totally contractually did that just to have another game off the contractually obligated 6. 6 or 5 was one of the two. What? Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo ODST, Halo Reach, so I guess it was 5. Obviously, ODST being the weakest of them with lots of problems.
What the heck?
I wish there was a kill count. I'm really, really excited for the end game in this because I guess there is a leaderboard and it shows damage done and like damage taken, loot found, all kinds of cool stuff. And then if you're in like the top 10 in the world or top 100 or something, you actually get a title above your name. This is stuff that like I was making some notes since I had to be up at 6 in the morning today. I didn't have to, but that's just how it worked out. Oh.
What was that?
I don't know. I popped a unicorn barrel and it was like my heart's been
I think it might be a
filled with
health barrel.
forgiveness and joy. I now understand Paladin Mike and I'm filled with love for him. Some notes which will come into a video very soon. Please affect the dragon. I mean, I'm loving the ability. That's when it's not unusual to be loved by anyone. That line that makes the song is "I wanna die." Gonna have just that hint of sadness in there. This AR is gonna get me through probably the next 3 levels at least. It's really good. Oh, I was trying to kill Paladin Mike. Never mind. My tolerance meter's gone back down to 0. We'll see on Hitbox. This old mixer got mixered. I think that was a Jeremiah quote back in the day. So what do you think of the level design so far, Tucker?
Liking it.
What is level design, Tucker?
Levels.
Yeah, like how it looks right, how it's laid out.
Yeah.
Stuff to explore.
It seems pretty straightforward so far.
Very visually appealing, though. There's a lot going on. It's some of the best work they've done. And I've been reading that in every review, and so far I agree. Like, level design-wise, they did a really nice job. Especially considering we had to wait 3 years for Borderlands, or 7 for Borderlands 3, and this was 2-3 years, so it's a pretty quick turnaround. They used the assets, obviously. They're great. Gearbox is kind of legendary, infamous, whatever, however you want to look at it for asset flipping, but and retexturing. Still, I think that games, generally speaking,
Whoa!
are better when they have short dev times. And this used to be how I mean, this is still like standard game design industry stuff. You make a game, then you use what you've learned and you use the assets you built from that game and the team to build another game and have a fairly quick turnaround. Viva Pinata and Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise. Like, that's just like exactly how it worked. Halo 1, Halo 2. Make your game, use the tools, use the team you got, immediately build the sequel. That's why they outsource all their damn DLC anymore. And that's probably why we didn't get a fourth straight up Gearbox made this DLC. This was it. This was gonna, the DLC became a game. But so far, it's not DLC. So far, it is living up to that full game.
Because it has unique enemies. And a lot of other unique things.
Oh, this is gonna be the town. I already see the SDU. Well, it's got 8 subclasses. It's got an end game, which I'm hearing is solid. I'm sure they're gonna up the level cap. It's got whole new looting systems, the spells, the wards, the armor. Oh, there it is, spin to win. Battleborn still lives on. Oh, legendary. Holy shit, legendary. Already.
Shattered
And
it.
it's a Graveborn.
You shattered it into a million pieces.
Periodically teleports far away Hydra companions next to the Fate Maker. Killing enemies extends the duration of your Hydra companions. I get a Hydra later? Holy crap. I wonder if your guy gets a companion.
Ah.
Here, since I got that, you take this.
It feels so
Hold on.
good to be a hero. I hope you
On this.
I gave it a shot playing
Hold on.
the rules.
I know you don't have to do it immediately. I'm just dropping stuff, T.
Oh, okay.
Oh, never mind. This is a, is this a ward then? No, it's a chess piece. It's a legendary chess piece. I want to inspect it.
The Fate Maker wields great power in the face of it feels like something
Skyrim.
ago has been found again.
Hold fast, strike swift.
Bloody brilliantly done.
Design's cool. Textures are neat.
Fate Maker.
Carbon fiber. The crossbow attachment looks cool. They still do the parts. Minus 90%. Dark magic leeches enemies. Ah, that's what it does. Interesting. I wonder how necessary dark magic is in the late game.
Used to it.
You see the? Did you say you already know that banner, Tucker?
No.
Oh, I put it down. Did you? You can see stuff I drop, right?
I think I'll have
Yeah.
to look around for myself.
Hey, look at this.
Oh, that's your slam. Tucker, press back, or no, press start, go to social, go over to shift. Never mind, go over to mail. Yeah, social, and then go to mail. You might have some stuff in there. I know you have keys, because I got you keys. No, we gotta talk to Backstab, which we missed a lull on that, because when Tina said, like, ah, it's probably just a coincidence, that got a genuine lull.
Cool.
Now I'm too busy making commentary, content. Need to be paying a little more attention. I'd love some radioactive ramen.
Talk to botch stab.
Where the hell is
Stop.
he? Did they get rid of, like,
Is he up here?
it feels like they got rid of markers, which is weird. Oh, it's a side quest, that's why.
Oh wait, are we supposed to talk to you?
Let's put on Hero of Brighthoof.
Fate Maker.
There we go.
You are the hero of Brighthoof.
I'm also liking the overworld so far. I hope it stays that way.
About this bloody Dragon Lord business. I'm sure the Queen will be eager to meet our new Fate Maker in person. The castle gates are right over there.
Never met the Queen before.
Oh, here we go. Cutscene!
Of Her Majesty's castle swing as they anticipated your arrival. And then you hear the clock of perfect hooves upon the cobblestones. They belong to the most goodest, majesticest ruler ever seen by mortal eyes.
Queen Butt Stallion!
Pandora corn. Yay!
Her magnificent.
It used to poop loot.
It just washes over you, man.
Feel it.
I feel it.
Busy.
You spilled your soda.
Yes, I did, and it was in honor of the Queen.
Approach the butt stallion. Shit's
I already
juvenile.
tried that.
Juvenile. I didn't care, brah.
Yeah, I'll tell him. Yeah, okay. So, she says you are the bravest fate maker the Wonderlands has seen in generations. But though you have pushed back the Dragon Lord's attack, his downfall can only be brought about by one thing. You must go and retrieve
The Sword of Souls!
Oh,
yeah, the Sword of Souls.
follow the butt stallion.
Thank you, Valentine, for paying attention to the exposition.
Follow Butt Stallion.
To the ends of the earth. I still give it iridium and make it poop.
Complete the quest, yeah.
Give it a laxative.
That's what the iridium was, basically. Izzy fizzies. Oh, they're gonna trademark that tomorrow. It's a noisy ass horse, I'll tell you that much.
Shut up! Shut up!
Seems like they got rid of dueling, but let's try it now that we're not in split screen. Punch me. Oh yeah, they totally got rid of dueling. Let's trade. Let's trade once just for the sake of trading. Trade junk.
My dream! It's happening!
Hold on.
We must hold Tucker's two most famous words. What? And hold on. Hooray. He's giving me all the junk.
No, it's not junk. Look at it.
Oh, you actually have stuff? I'll see, I
Yeah.
guess, if I have stuff. Hold on. What are you all about? Reload speed, gun... Here, I'll just give you this. Oh, we should probably end this episode, too. We'll follow Bud Stallion and win the episode. Give you this.
And then I'll just give you...
And I'll give you reload speed.
Are you giving me health via damage too?
Is that the kind of thing you need? I gave you reload speed, I gave you health via damage, and I gave you area damage.
Is there any, do you have any, like, melee weapon damage?
Is that
Thanks.
what you're going for?
Yeah.
Well, from now on, if I see one, here's melee crit chance.
Okay.
Cleave. So you need stuff from Cleave. That's going to be your maker.
Why do you say that?
Because it looks like Cleave specializes in melee stuff. I knew there was going to be an achievement there. Hooray, hooray, hooray. We're going to focus main story until we feel under level Tucker, and then we'll do some side quests to level, but we're mostly going to push main story for the sake of this playthrough. And that's episode 1. Thanks a lot for joining us, guys, and I'm glad we started recording.